Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alan Van Zant. The St. Joseph School District has a $100 million proposal on the table that voters will ultimately have to decide that would close two high schools, turn them into middle schools, and redistrict the entire town for students, for 11,000 students. But there is one benefit that district administrators say not many are talking about. Let's check it out. Currently, there are 4 middle schools in St. Joseph: Rubidoux in the north, Bodie and Truman more central, and then Spring Garden south. Same district, but not the same type of schools.
So we currently have 6th graders at Spring Garden Middle School and at Rubidoux Middle School. So Bodie Middle School and Truman Middle School have 7th and 8th graders only.
Truman and Bodie with no room for extra kids, so 6th graders in those areas stay in grade school another year. Not optimal for learning.
6th, 7th, and 8th grade is a very pivotal time in a child's education. They're not only growing physically and emotionally, but there is a big transition, especially with 6th graders, as they're trying to find, well, in 7th and 8th, from their childhood to adolescence.
As it is now with some 6th graders in middle school, they might have some advantages over their grade school counterparts.
6th graders in middle school have the opportunity to take different types of classes, such as Project Lead the Way, computer apps, possibly later on maybe a foreign language. We have clubs and extracurricular activities, and we're in our library right now, and our library is geared towards the adolescent reader.
Part of the district's $100 million facilities plan includes reconfiguring both Lafayette and Benton high schools as middle schools, which administrators say would open up a lot of new opportunities for younger students.
You have lab spaces that allow for greater accessibility in terms of science courses. You have lab spaces where family and consumer sciences are concerned with kitchens and sewing, textile, fabrics, and fashion kinds of lab spaces. You have
whether voters pass the bond or not in April, administrators know something needs to be done.
Something that is consistent, that all of our middle schools have the same grade configuration.
Again, voters will decide on this $100 million proposal at the ballot in April.